Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 18th September 2024. The promoters and investors in Aragen Life Sciences, formerly GVK Bio, the Goldman Sachs-backed contract research organization, plans to dilute about 10% stake at a valuation of Rs 10,000 to Rs 12,000 crore or up to $1.5 billion in a pre-IPO round. Investors including Quadria Capital and Denmark-based pharmaceutical major Novo Nordisk are among those interested in minority stake and engaged in early discussions. In February, Novo Holdings, the holding company of Novo Nordisk, acquired US-based publicly listed contract development and manufacturing organization Catalent for $16.5 billion. The company provides drug discovery and development services to pharmaceutical, agrochemical, and biotech firms. Its end-to-end and integrated services run across the value chain from drug discovery to commercial manufacturing. Bharti Airtel, India's second largest telecom operator, plans to award $1 billion worth of orders to Ericsson, Nokia, and Samsung for 4G gear over the next 3 years. This move aims to accelerate the shift of feature phone users to smartphones and boost user revenue. The contracts will help deepen Airtel's 4G coverage across India. The centre is set to introduce a creditor-led insolvency resolution mechanism to expedite recoveries and reduce the burden on bankruptcy courts. This new framework will allow out-of-court arrangements for big loan defaults with a shorter resolution deadline of 150 days. The National Company Law Tribunal's role will be limited to approving the plan agreed upon by creditors and debtors. The US Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates for the first time in over 4 years, likely impacting global financial markets. The decision comes as inflation eases and the labor market cools. Analysts are divided on whether the cut will be a quarter or half percentage point. In a recent address at an event, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reaffirmed that the government will not be reducing tax rates under the old tax regime. This statement comes in response to ongoing calls from taxpayers for similar rate reductions in both the old and new tax regimes. Sitharaman was very clear that the taxpayers are not being compelled to opt for this new regime from the previous one. She said, highlighting that over 78% of taxpayers have already opted for the new regime. This new system was introduced to simplify direct taxation and ease compliance for individuals. As per Regulation 13 Subsection 1 of SEBI FVCI Regulations 2000, foreign venture capital investors or FVCIs must submit quarterly reports to SEBI in the format specified with respect to their venture capital activity as FVCI. Now, the SEBI has revised the report's format. FVCIs must submit the quarterly report even if no investment is made during the quarter. Further, the report for the quarter ending September 30th, 2024 and December 31st, 2024 must be submitted via email in an Excel file by November 15th, 2024 and Jan 15th, 2025. From the quarter ending March 31st, 2025 onwards, FVCIs must submit quarterly report in the revised format on the SEBI intermediary portal. The report must be submitted within 15 calendar days from the end of each quarter. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.